right, good morning, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Bougie. Let's rock out for a second, and then we're going to get into today's open discussion topic, fighting in the schools. Let's go. B King is early this morning. Trying to cut them lights off.
What's up, T? You smash my partner, you can't start a relationship with me. Club Godzilla, I can't smash no duck for free. Get that bread, get that, then leave with my keys. What's up,
Nigga. Nigga. You gonna get the opt out? He gonna put his headphones on and shit like he ain't finna be in this conversation. No, look at this car part bad. Cause she thick. Good morning, Devontae. What's up, nephew? Yeah. All of them. Hey. What's up? Good morning. It's your girl, Miss Bougie, the voice of vision, and you are checking into Chronicles, live from inside Platinum, as you know it, you guys. So this morning, we are talking about fighting in the schools, and we're talking about like high school, middle school, and shit. Like, I want to hear some of you guys' stories about some of the squabbles that y'all had in school. Like, they're not allowed to fight no more, and I feel like fighting can be healthy. There's certain amounts of fighting that can be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to allow children to squab it out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there should be like a gym, right, at the school, right, with like man, we used to have a coach that used to come get us when we used to be squabbling like that and shit, arguing and shit. He used to put us in the gym and put us in boxing gloves and be like, y'all want to squab, ding, and let you go at that shit. Motherfucker be tired, breathing out hard, and at the end you done got out what you wanted to get out, and either y'all be cool after or you be like, fuck the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But nobody dies. You know what I'm saying? Everything now is like, can't nobody take no ass whooping. Like, nobody can take ass whooping. My son was showing me a video this morning of a fight, because there was a little incident at the schoolhouse a couple of days ago, like a week. With my fault. I'm just tell you that right now, with my fault. And my son can't play a game of basketball today because his mom was cutting up at school. But my point is, we ain't talking about me. He showed me a video of a little mama in a thick one got out there, baby. I'm talking about she got out there. The thick one rolled up on her kind of slow. I said, oh, she should have saw that shit coming. I'd have been ready for her ass. Anyway, kind of like, you know, I don't know how the kids managed to give them about good 4-5 minutes of squabbing, but they had a good 4-5 minutes of squabbing without no intervention from the teachers. Not sure how that happened, but I feel like there's a healthy amount of fighting that should happen when you a kid, bro. I do. I really feel like it's a healthy amount of fighting that should take place when you a kid. Good morning, Elixir. What's going on, you guys? We're talking about fighting in the schools. Like, Charmin, like, do you remember when you was younger and you used to squab and shit? Man, I remember that. Man, I just remember so many fights that I had in school. Like, the shit was absolutely crazy. Tiffany, I need your info for the mag. That's one way of getting my info for the mag. What you want what you want that you don't know about me, sir? I'm kind of offended. Bougie 2014, everything. Miss Bougie, MIZZBOUJIE. It's not hard. That's on Instagram and on Facebook. My shit together. What else you need? Don't call me Tiffany. Call me Miss Bougie. All right, you guys. So we're talking about some healthy amount of fighting in the school. I got my son in the car, you guys. So let me tell you about a little story that happened the other day before he jumped out the car. See, I ain't got to put no warning on that shit. I cuts the fuck up when it come on behind my children. Do you understand? Like, sometimes I forget that a bitch is almost 40 when you start fucking with my children. Because once you start fucking with my children, bro, I throw paws. Like, it don't matter who it is. We can get it. That's why I feel like there's a certain amount of healthy fighting. Don't nobody know how to take an ass whooping these days. Like, and you slap a nigga now and he want to come back and shoot you tomorrow. Why? Why you just couldn't take your slap? Why you couldn't just take your slap? I need to go to the front anyway, because I got to drop your ass up in the front. So I had to go to the front. Hey, good morning. I didn't have the fight in school. It wasn't until I got out of school when hoes wanted to test me. Baby, listen, I had some of the nappiest fucking hair you could ever have in school. Do you understand? And back in the day when I went to school, natural hair was not popping. Do you understand? And there was always somebody's joking ass son or joking ass daughter with the Texas Cocoa Bug jokes that was rolling out back then and the shit. And they used to like, my hair is 4cc. So the niggas used to like take and pull my little raspberry that was on my neck, my little nappy nap that was on my neck and shit, and there went the fight. And there went the motherfucking fight. Like, good morning. Like, I constantly was in a fight over my nose and my hair. Do you understand? Like, that was the shit that my mom was like, why does it get under your skin so bad that every time somebody mentions your nose, a fight break out? Don't talk about my big bell pepper ass nose. That's why, bitch, I wake up every morning and I see this big motherfucker. I don't need no reminder that it was there. And the kids were so cruel. You know, they just used to always fuck with me real tough about my nose when I was in school, and it was just like my trigger. Like, it was triggering. Then when I started going through puberty, my nose was the one thing that took all the acne. So it was always like a big ass pimple sitting on my nose right here, and it was always red because I was picking at it and shit. So I was always Rudolph. So like once they start that shit, them hands start flying. So I just think that there's like a healthy amount of fighting that should be able to take place in the schools. I'm telling you, these kids sometimes need to just slap the fuck out of each other and just be like, all right, I slapped them and move on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, we have softened up America, bro. Y'all some weak ass niggas now. Y'all weak, bro. Like, y'all can't even take an ass whooping now. Like, it was totally different for us. It was totally different for us, bro. I'm talking about a fight could break out in the middle of the hall. There wasn't nobody recording this shit. Boy, it was a talk for about a week and a half, bro. I ain't lying. They just called your mama, made your mamas come and get you and shit. They may make you apologize. Sometimes they made you write a letter to each other or some shit. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? But this zero tolerance for fighting, I don't, as a parent, I have never agreed with that. You slap my motherfucking child, my child better slap your motherfucking child back, or I'm gonna slap the fuck out of my child. Do you understand? Like, you don't let a motherfucker walk up to you and slap you and you don't do nothing. Talking about zero tolerance. Talking about if you swing back, then you get expelled too. So we gonna teach these children to be some pussies? I ain't teaching mine, I'm sorry. Like, now you don't get an opportunity to slap mine and then walk the fuck off and they just gotta go, I'm sorry, but little sister said slap me. Nah, that shit don't work in my family. I don't know how it work in y'all shit, but that shit don't work in my family. Hold on, Darren, I'm trying to get to the post so I can read it, because I can't read it where it's at. Yo, that shit don't work in my family, bro. I was brought up in, if you see a hoe, you slap a hoe era. So that was that. So this is also different for me because I was definitely that way. I wasn't a fighting type in school, but when I did, LOL example, middle school, I almost went to jail for putting someone's head through the soda machine. Listen, history will never be the same. Nora ass, I whooped Nora ass with that history book. Do you understand? History will never be the same for Nora ass. I knocked the fire out of motherfucking Nora ass with a history book. I knocked the Constitution out that bitch with that motherfucking history book. She was sitting at the lunchroom table talking shit, and she was talking subliminal shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in our day, we used to be like, put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? Say my name. You know, she wouldn't say my name. She was talking all over the mulberry bush. The monkey was chasing the motherfucking weasel. But I knew she was talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I knew head on she was talking about me. So shit, I crept right up on that bitch with that history book and laid her right on down. I constituted that bitch right on down. I'm talking about what? The Boston Tea on Act on down. What you talking about? The history books was good and thick. See, these kids don't have books now, so they don't know nothing about them books. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Them books in my days was a weapon. I don't know about y'all. So anyways, let me tell you about this this little event that went down the other day at my son's school. They had my ass escorted out the school, right? So it wasn't my fault. It just wasn't. So my son at the game, right? He playing basketball. He hooping, right? But he got, you know, they team is right now, they playing with, I'm so used to dropping y'all. Say hi to the people. Say hi. This story is about you. Say hi. I hate kids. So you ain't gonna get out? You gonna make me turn you all the way around?
Yeah.
This child. Cause you gotta go through them doors? Child. Sure. Anyways, he was hooping, right? So, they had to go pull another little kid from, another, level to play with them because they were short, because COVID, you know, sports was really rough right now during COVID, right? So the little boy was missing a lot of his shots, not all, like 90%, 95, whatever, don't matter. Anyways, he was missing a lot of his shots. Well, my son's best friend says to another little boy in the stands, he gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? And the mama to the little boy turns around and says to my son's best friend, who you talking to? Well, right there, folks, we have a problem. And I'm going to need you parents to learn how to stay the fuck in your place and stop addressing people's children. And because children aren't supposed to address you. I feel like that ball bounces both ways. If you want respect, you got to give respect. And if you give respect, you know what I'm saying, it go both ways. Bye, babe. Have a good day. Sorry you can't play today. Because mama in there squabbling and shit. Okay, so let me tell you. All right, so she turns to, hold on, I don't like, okay. She turns to my son's best friend and asks him, who you talking to? So immediately, I turn to her and I say to her, he's talking to whoever's out on the field, bitch. Why are you talking to him? And the shit just went bad from there, y'all. You know, so she starts hollering at me and shit. And she was like, bitch, I wasn't talking to you. And I was like, but bitch, I was talking to you because you was talking to a kid. And she was like, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? And I'm like, no, fatty. Bitch, I ain't mad. Look at you and look at me. What the fuck I'm going to be mad for? I'm mad because you addressing a child. That's why I'm mad. I feel like, you know, you need to stay in your adult lane and not be addressing a child. And, you know, so the shit just went bad or whatever. And, you know, so, you know, schools don't have that shit going on. You know, we over here at CE King. So, you know, they went and got the police, and the police escorted me and Miss Fatty out the gymnasium. They ain't ban my ass. They just put me the fuck out. But I should have, you know what I'm saying? Don't address a child. I'm never going to allow that to be okay. Do you understand? We're going to always fight when it comes to some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't say nothing back to her. Like, in all honesty, he was a great kid. Because when she said, who you talking to, he didn't turn around and say nothing. My 14-year-old ass, bitch, I'd have told that hoe to suck my dick. I ain't lying. I ain't even lying. Look, my mom would have got that call. I was like, who this shit? I love that little boy for not responding to her. That's why I responded to the dumb bitch for him. Because I was like, he wasn't talking to you. I remember that time in high school, I was about to beat the hell out this girl with the history book. It's something about that motherfucking history book. I'm telling you. It wasn't nothing like knocking fire from a bitch with the history book. I'm telling you. So anyways, his mama got escorted out the school because, I was acting up with little Miss Fatty. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, my whole point was that I wouldn't have said nothing to her if she wouldn't have never said nothing to a child. Like, I just feel like you stay in an adult's place just like a child has to stay in a child's place. And you don't cross over. And I feel like when you cross your ass over to a child's place, you get handled like a child. Or you can get slapped like one. You know what I'm saying? But some of the kids be acting like they grown. LOL, I can't with you. They do! But so that's why I respected the fact that he didn't... Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to do two things at once. I respected the fact that he didn't say nothing back to her. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have said something back to her. Because I'm telling you, 14-year-old me would have told that bitch to suck my dick. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. They had to go and call my mama and be like, Look, Timothy is inviting people to suck their dick. I sure would have. I sure would have called a bitch and then probably told the bitch suck my dick. Bitch, suck my dick. My mom hit my mom hit some with a book back in her day too. Y'all in these books, listen. It was a lot of ass whipping going on with them books, man. It was a lot of ass whipping going on with those books, man. Listen, the math book was thick in the bitch, but that history book was thicker. Do you understand? It was just thicker. It was thicker. You know what I'm saying? So it was something about whooping a bitch ass with the Constitution of America. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you it's a different type of ass whooping. So like I said, I got put out my son game. So he was, this is the last 3 games that he can't play today. They only suspended him for 1 game. The reason why, okay, let me tell you, I finished telling the story. Okay, so me and the mama got into it. So then I look down and my son and her son are fighting. Okay, which then pisses me off even more because now my ghetto ass shit then spun off to my son down there in the floor and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad, but I'm not mad. Because one thing you're not gonna do is talk to no child all fucked up because you think you're an adult bully. Bitch, we can lay hands. You know what I'm saying? So when I pick up my son, I asked him, I said, what happened? How did y'all end up fighting out there? And he was like, his mama said something to you. So I said something to her. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. So now I had to chastise my child. You know what I'm saying? Because I told him, I said, you got to let me fight bitches. You don't ever get in no bitch fight, period. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your bitch. I don't care if it's next door bitch, whoever it is. It could be your sisters. If it's two bitches fighting, you don't get no bitch fight. Now, if your sister out there arguing with some bitches, multiple bitches, I'm talking about multiple bitches, then them bitches nuck if you buck, you better nuck back for your sister. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you stay the fuck out of bitch shit. I was like, yeah, and you don't never, ever address an adult. Never, ever do you address an adult. You know what I'm saying? Again, I told you that was a different type of kid, because even my son was like, bitch, don't talk to my mom. And my son don't play about his mom. You know what I'm saying? But I had to get him together. Now, let me argue with bitches. You don't argue with bitches. And you damn sure don't argue with an adult. So, you know, make sure that you keep your children in a child's place. You know what I'm saying? So, he had to sit out a game. So, it was worth it. I mean, we talked about it. It was worth it because it was his best friend and he heard the whole thing. And I'm like, nah, because if it was you and his mom would have been sitting there, that bitch better say something too. You do not let an adult bully a child. You just don't do it. I don't like it. It was teaching moments with them books. I'm talking about, baby. We was teaching them all kind of shit with them books. We was knocking knowledge. We was knocking knowledge. I didn't have the time to get my book out, my backpack, so I just hit do a few times with the whole backpack. Yes, ma'am. Them backpacks was weapon too. And if you ain't, man, listen, bro. If you ain't never put a sock, a bar of soap in a sock, you ain't whoop no ass. See, I got into real fights. Do you understand? I got into real fights. And he spelled my name wrong. Okay. I'm going to get them the information for the magazine. Your girl is in the magazine getting ready to drop February 14th. So they asked me for my information. Man, I done whooped a lot of ass. Listen, I took an ass whooping. I took a few. I guess I'll tell you about when Marco bitch ass knocked my bitch ass out on the bus. Hit me square right here in my nose. Clean knocked me the fuck out on the bus. Knocked me the fuck out on the bus. Woo! On the bus. I woke up feeling mighty refreshed. I was so mad when I woke up. I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't know how long I was out. You'll never know how long you was out, but it felt like I got some long rest. But my mom was mad than a motherfucker. He knocked me clean the fuck out. And then later on in some years, sent me in the strip club throwing money at me, talking about damn how fine you was. I turned around and threw the money back at him. I'm not lying. I fucking swear to God. Because everybody had a biggest crush on the nigga, right? Because he was light-skinned with green eyes. So, you know, all the bitches wanted him, right? And the nigga was cocky and arrogant and rude and all the rest of that funky-ass bullshit. That, quite naturally, you be because the kids that hyped you up. Right? So, he used to talk about my nappy ass hair and my big ass nose too. Okay, so I'm sensitive about my motherfucking nose, bitches. We know it's big. You can't miss it. Right? I used to tell my mama when I got older I was gonna have a nose job. But then I grew into the motherfucking, it's still big. But I learned that niggas like my little big ass nose. So, I didn't change it. All right, so anyways, but we was on the bus arguing about some shit because he was going off. Oh, girl, my little ponytail. Listen, Lisa, listen. I had a little bitty ponytail back in the day. I'm talking about that little Tweety Bird ponytail that we used to take the curling iron and hit it with the curling iron, right? So he was clapping on me that day on the bus, and I got mad and got in that nigga face, and I don't remember what I said that triggered this nigga response, but he's right there in my motherfucking face, knocked me clean the fuck out. And like I said, I'm in the club working one day. I'm on the stage, on the backstage, doing my best shit, y'all. I was putting on my best shit. All right, I felt money hit a bitch across her back and shit. I'm like, okay, let it rain. I turn around and it's this motherfucking nigga, right? 20 years later, we both look the same. 20 years later, wow, I look real good. He looked like a hood nigga. Anyways, you know, a hood nigga that I wouldn't fuck with at this point. He was cute in school. Like, now he's just a hood nigga to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I turn around. It's this nigga, right? So, I'm like, got a whole attitude. I'm like, oh, no. So, I'm so petty. I start scooping the motherfucking money up and start throwing the motherfucking money back at him, y'all. I wish that shit would have got recorded, bro. I so wish it would have. I start throwing this money back at him, and he realizes that it's me. Now, he calls me by my fucking government name, right? He's like, Tiffany. And I'm like, yes, it's motherfucking me. I don't want your motherfucking money. Come on, man. You tripping, man. We was kids, man. That was shit. Nah, nigga, you knocked me the fuck out. You can't pay me restitution. I don't want your restitution for knocking me the fuck out. You can leave me the fuck alone. Take your money and go tip another bitch. I meant that shit, too. I ain't take none of that nigga money that night. I'm that bitch. Now, nigga, Stay the fuck away from me, trying to holler and shit now. Well, all the niggas that used to cap on me in school, at least 80% of them tried to come at me when we got grown. You know, I was weird looking in school. My mama couldn't comb my hair. My shit was nappy. Again, my nose was big. I was just weird looking. I ain't find myself until I was grown, y'all. I ain't find myself until I was grown. And I was real thick. And back in those days, you was considered fat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the niggas at school didn't really like me. It was the older niggas. That's why I was leaving school, eating off-campus school food and shit. I had a nigga that was picking me up in a BMW when I was in motherfucking middle school. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because the niggas in school wasn't fucking with me. So, the older niggas had to come scoop a bitch up. And that's how a bitch started fucking with older niggas. Right there. The dawn of the older niggas was because the bitch was thick when she was younger and y'all niggas was calling me fat. Y'all was calling me fat. What? Come on, Elixir. It be like that, LOL. That look at me now. I'm talking about, look at me now. I mean, a nigga pulled a whole metro bus over one time, right? And I'm like, damn, nigga just gonna pull over the whole metro bus? The whole metro bus, right? He gets off the bus, and when he starts walking to me and my eyes focus, I realize I know who it is. So by the time we meet eye to eye, I call the nigga by his name. And he calls me by my name. And I was like, oh, so what do you want? He was like, I just would like to take you to dinner. Nope. We went to school together. Man, you holding on to that shit? Yep. Yes, I am. Them niggas was mean as fuck to me, bro. Mean as fuck. Like, I couldn't help that my hair was nappy, bro. But you know, as an adult, like, I was an easy target. My mom made me an easy target, bro, because she could not comb my fucking hair worth a damn, bro. She couldn't comb my hair worth a damn. So, you know, between having some nappy ass unmanaged hair, a big ass nose with acne, a fat ass, it just wasn't working out for a bitch. No titties, it just wasn't working out. It just wasn't it. Good morning. So we talking about fighting in school. Like, I feel like there should be a healthy amount of fighting. They should allow these kids to do a little fight. You know what I'm saying? They're too fucking soft. Bro. They don't even know how to square out. Motherfuckers be fighting with their hands down and shit. They don't even know how to square out. I'm the same way. Don't fuck with me now. Right. On some back then shit. Baby, leave me alone. Let me alone. Fuck them. We paid now, bitch. And fine as fuck now. I was fine as fuck then. The oldest niggas knew it. The little niggas in school just didn't know it. Me neither. It was the oldest niggas that gassed me the fuck up. No lie. And then you turn around and everybody started buying ass and shit. And I'm like, bro, I've been fat. I've been fighting with niggas for being fat all these years. Thank you, queen. Thank you. Yeah, we pay. Y'all better sing. Y'all in here. Yeah, we pay. Y'all getting it. I'm telling you, bro, we used to throw hands behind that shit. So I feel like we need to let these kids do a little healthy fighting, bro. Just a little healthy fighting. I'm talking about the way that our coaches used to do it, because we was on the track team and shit, so we couldn't just like squab off on. When I got to the track team, all my fighting really took place in middle school. It wasn't too bad in high school. By the time I got to high school, I was on grown man dicks, so I ain't had time for the little petty shit no more. This was mostly all the stuff that went on when I was in middle school. Like I said, once you start fucking with them older niggas, you just be like, I ain't even worried about these little boys no more. All right, let's see, Miss Tiana. It was the opposite for I was getting teased for my hair, but because it was long and braids and used to pull my hair around the chair. You know what? Tiana, you're mixed, baby. You're a mixed baby. And I heard that mixed kids go through different shit too. Like, how is that? Like, how is that being a mixed kid? Because I heard that they be fucking with y'all on some real shit too. Like, it be some you ain't black, you ain't this, or you ain't that type shit. Like, y'all be trying to figure out where y'all stand on the totem pole back in the day. You know, now I guess it might be a little different, but you younger than me, because of course me and your mother were friends, but you still, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure you still went through a little shit because you just talking about your hair. Okay, mine didn't need to fight. She crazy. They were like, well, I left my grown man dick. Bitch, I was. That's once you start sitting on grown man dick, it was like, high school, I ain't do no fighting over my nose and my hair because I was too busy getting the grown man dick and money. I was going to motherfucking places and shit. Bitches, mamas wasn't going to. And they was trying to be, boy, listen, this little thought over here. This little thought over here. That's why it's good to be grown, baby. I ain't gonna lie. It's so good to be grown because, baby, the younger me was a motherfucker. Mutt baby. Ooh. That'll piss me off. I ain't lying. I be ready to throw hands every time motherfuckers call me a motherfucking mutt. Don't call me no damn mutt. I ain't lying. Even now as an adult, I don't know if I could take somebody calling me a mutt as an adult, bro. So I know wholeheartedly as a kid, I'd have been throwing hands behind that label. The fuck? I am going to take a client some custom towels that they ordered, and then I'm going to school. I was always picked on because I was mixed. Really? Man, tell me. White bread? Damn, this is damn. I never would have thought. I never fucked with people like that. Do you understand? I was the bitch that was fighting. Even in elementary, I was fighting behind the special ed kids because the people would start bullying the special ed kids. And if you started bullying one of the special ed kids, you liable to look up and I slap the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wish my mother was sitting here to tell you that I was the fightingest little motherfucking kid, bro. The fightingest little motherfucking kid. Always behind somebody else's shit too. I did not like for people to be getting picked on, bro, because I was picked on. Like, so that shit hurts, man. It hurts, especially when it's like something that you can't control. You're like, goddamn, like, white bread, that shit have pissed me off. That mutt shit, though, I ain't gonna lie, I done mopped a bunch of bitches behind the word mutt. Mutt is strong. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. Who else on my line got little pickings? Got a lot of little pickings. I always was fighting, and I got kicked out of all the time. Bitch, you talking to the bitch that went to jail from high school for having a pistol. Yes, y'all. Yes, I got kicked out of the whole Cypress school district because I went to jail for having a pistol. I went to jail for having a pistol, and my boyfriend went to jail for having 3 pounds a week. Like a week apart. They took me to jail, then they raided his locker. So when I tell y'all I was not the good kid, I was not the good kid, bro. I was throwing hands, whooping ass, and ready to pop a nigga with a pistol. I ain't lying. I am not fucking lying. That's your boy. He got in trouble for fighting other people's battles. Yeah, because when you a lover, you a lover. When you a lover, you a lover. I was always fighting. Let me see. I love you as the fashion queen. Thank you. What are you in school for? Nails. I do pedicures by trade. I love pedicures. That's what I go for. But so basically this. You had a knife? Bitch, you had a knife? Not a knife. Your mom, she had to come and get you. Nah, my motherfucking ass not being able to hold water. The little bitch named Ashley knew that I had the pistol, and the little bitch went to all right. Whenever you're ready. The little bitch went to the school people and told them I had the gun, and they came and took it out from me. I went to jail too, just to find out that there was actually some stuff on the gun. Girl, that was a nightmare. That was a whole fucking nightmare. That was a felony charge, and I was facing 8 years. I was facing 8 years in prison. 8 years. I was facing 8 years in prison with all of that. Yeah, that was crazy. That's what, you know what I'm saying. I tell y'all my truth for a reason. I was a troubled kid. I really was. I was a troubled kid. But we was talking about family secrets the other day. If y'all tuned into my live, go find that on my post, man. That's some real shit. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are just jumping in. And Rated Bougie, subscribe, man. I need y'all, man. Hype me up like these other motherfuckers be hyped up. Hype me, damn it. Hype me. I'm asking. Normally I don't ask. Now I'm just like, fucking let me ask. Shit. Hype me up. Go check. My school, I was picked on because of my hair pulled and was with boys. Oh, wow. You got called the N-word. I mean, that N-word got many niggas' heads knocked out. Wow, y'all. Wow. You gotta come through. You gotta come through. I do a lot of things, you guys. If you're just tuning in, I'm an MC. My name is Miss Bougie, the voice of vision. I'm an MC. So I have a little talk show, you know, that we do on here, the Car Chronicles. We go back and forth here. But we also have a live talk show that we are kicking off, that we have been working on to get that off the ground. It's a little harder than we thought, you know what I'm saying? But we doing our thing. We doing our thing. Hang on, y'all. Let me get my life together, because I'm just riding this morning like I ain't, like this gas in this car ain't premium, baby. Platinum drink, premium gas. This bitch is thirsty all the time. She thirsty all the fucking time. Come on. I'm supposed to be going somewhere and I ain't went nowhere. This is fucked up. I gotta shut down with it. It just got me driving this morning. Hold on. I know I'm going to the south though, so let that be the reason. It just refuses to pick up my I guess it's because of where I'm at. Anyways, you guys, anyways, good morning. We've been talking about fighting, a little healthy fighting. I was a motherfucker when I was younger. Like, I had to apologize to my mama several times, but family secrets recently allowed me to convey to my mother what was really going on with me mentally. You know what I'm saying? And the reason for why baby, that infinity drank strong, don't she? Okay, and the reason for why I was doing a lot of things that I was doing. You know, family secrets are a motherfucker, y'all. Go check that and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I haven't dropped that video on my YouTube. I'm going to do that when I get to school, you guys. But I just want you to see that video, because family secrets are the reason, you know, what we talking about today, like fighting when we was young, all that kind of shit kind of tie in and shit, you know, all of it affected our childhood in some form or fashion, you know. Like, I think that's why the boys are so soft the way that they are now and shit. Let these motherfucking kids square off from time to time. Some good healthy ass motherfucker fighting. Sometimes you just gotta slap the fuck out of motherfucker, and they gotta try to slap you back and vice versa, and then somebody gotta take a loss. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody be okay. You know what I'm saying? At the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some healthiness in fighting. You know what I'm saying? It is some healthiness in fighting. It is. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is some healthiness in fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we was talking about the history book fights. Man, I know I slapped the fuck out of Nora with that book, boy. It was on and popping with that one. Okay, so I remember my ass whooping that I took. Oh, Lord. So, one of the coldest bitches on the block was this bitch named Icy. Do you understand? Icy had icy hands. Icy was whooping motherfucking niggas' asses, bro. Icy was a flat out bully. Like, Icy was a flat out bully. Have a good day, boo. I need you to inbox me too. Icy was a flat out bully. She was a flat out bully, and she was whooping motherfucking asses and taking names. Do you understand? I'm talking about that whole hell. You did not want Icy to come for you, bro, because she was knocking on people's motherfucking doors, bro. She was knocking on your door, and when you open the door, that hoe just go laying hands like Jesus. Do you understand? Like, she was just a big ass bully, and when she set her sights after me, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to beat this bitch. I was just like, I ran from that hoe, y'all. I ain't lying. I ran from that hoe every day. Was trying to get out the bus before the bitch was bending corners, and look, you couldn't catch me. Do you understand? I was a fast little motherfucker. If I wanted to get away from you, bro, you couldn't catch me. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I ran. And, you know, my older sister was like, you can stop running from that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not finna take no ass whooping. Man, that hoe is whooping niggas. Like, whooping niggas. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? My sister's like, I don't care. You ain't finna keep running from this bitch. My mom was like, you ain't finna keep running from her. And I'm like, nah, I ain't finna take that loss. I'm not finna take that loss. And then finally, there's gonna be a day where you just can't run no more. It's nothing. You're not even that you can't physically run no more. The world isn't gonna allow your ass to run no more. It's going to make you face your fears. It's going to make you face them. You know what I'm saying? So I had on my mama blue suede skirt. My mama blue suede skirt, right? And Lord, hold on, Tatiana, I see you on there. Hold on, Tiana, right? Ain't no fighting. No, they don't fight. They want to shoot, period. That's all I can read. They don't want to fight, they want to shoot, and I think it's some bullshit. It's okay with taking the ass whooping, bro. Back to the ass whooping story. All right, so eventually the universe is going to make you stop and face your fears. You know, there's no way to keep running from your fears and not have to face them. They're gonna meet you in the universe. Okay, so I was running from this bitch, right? So now here comes the meeting day. Whew, y'all. I had on this blue leather skirt, but I knew on this day, I swear to God, I knew I was gonna have to meet this bitch. So I had put some shorts on under this skirt. Do you understand me? It was like I had mentally knew I was finna have to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? So okay, I got on sneakers, a suede skirt, my gym shorts, and a shirt. I don't remember what the shirt was. You know what I'm saying? So I catch the courtyard. When I catch the courtyard in the apartments and I see everybody, I was like, motherfucker, here we go. So at this point, I just put my shit down and I was like, hold on, let me take my skirt off. Gotta get a bitch, like the bitch is so, this is how it went. You know what I'm saying? So I unzip the skirt, take the skirt off, fold the motherfucker. Listen, y'all, I can't make this up. Fold it and put it down. And it was like, ding, 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 somebody said go. And we lock up. You know what I'm saying? We lock up. We go down. Now, did I win? No. Did I lose? Yeah, I did, but I ain't take no brutal ass whooping. Do you understand? Like, none of that. You know what I'm saying? She got a ball. She got hers. I got mine. Okay? So at the end, it was done. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? I get my stuff. I go home. Whatever. I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because theoretically, I done took a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the one thing about it was the bitch didn't just whoop my ass. Do you understand? Like, I held my ground with that bitch. Like, toe to toe with that bitch. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, she just came over there. She was running over motherfuckers. I wasn't gonna allow her to run over me, bro. I was like, nah, I gotta face it. You know what I'm saying? So the next day I get up to go up on the bus, right? So life will always make you face your fears. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? So I get ready to get on the school bus, right? And I get on the bus and everybody like laughing and shit. You know, you got your ass whooped. You know, you got your ass whooped now. Check this, peep this. Icy. Icy says, shut the fuck up. All right? That bitch fought back. I done whooped all you bitches' asses. Ain't nobody fight back. That bitch fought back and was like, Tiffany, come sit right here. That's how that shit went, no lie. That's how that shit went. Shut the fuck everybody. Then I ain't gonna lie, we was terrorizing the fuck out the neighborhood. My mama was like, what the fuck? We was terrorizing the fuck out the neighborhood after that. Cause I was running with her. I was getting in all kind of shit. We was getting in all kind of shit. And I can't say it was all her and she can't say it was all me. We was getting into all kinds of shit. We was terrorizing the fuck out of the neighborhood. Ooh, y'all know the nice, cute little me now, but baby, let me tell you something. This little bitch was treacherous. Yes, that word. I love mom. Mommy, I love you so much. Heavenly Father, Father in heaven, I love you so much. Y'all had y'all hands full, bro. Y'all had y'all hands full. If you just tuning in, I'm your girl, Miss Bougie, the voice of vision. We talking about fighting and shit. We talking about taking some, winning some, and losing some. You know, in life, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, right? But you got to be willing to put yourself out there. And this message is for everybody that's tuned in right now. You have to be willing to put yourself out there because you do not know what you're going to get if you don't never try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Do you understand? It's the only thing that's gonna beat a failure. Nothing else. There's fucking nothing else that'll beat that failure. Bitch, I'm talking about Thelma and Louise and around there, bitch, knocking heads, robbing a little bit, doing a little stealing, a little mischief crime, little misdemeanor crime. We doing a little misdemeanor crimes. Who us? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I was hard for a girl. I was extremely hard for a girl. You know what I'm saying? Which translated into me having issues in relationships when I got older because I'm such a fucking hard ass girl. Like, to y'all see me glammed up. Y'all see the Miss Bougie part of me. So, you know, y'all and me talking the messages and stuff that I give to y'all. So, you know, y'all see me in a different light than what I was when I was younger. I was hard. I was very hard. And so if you know me personally, then you know I can be a little hard. I could be a little hard. I was raised by the streets. My mom and my dad just couldn't keep me out of the streets. They were just calling me, you understand? And it was like, you know, as an adult, that's why I tell people, when you're having problems with your children and they're in their teenage years and they're running away and they're fighting back and they're like acting out, they're doing shit that you be like, why the fuck are you doing it? It makes no rhyme or reason to you. You like, I'm so lost, I just don't get it. I'm going to tell you there's something there. There's something there. You know what I'm saying? And it's your obligation to dig into that child and find out what that something is. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely something there. Something there. It's your obligation. Yeah, I was a baby gangster. I ain't gonna lie. It teach you to fight. Yes, it does teach you to fight the right too. Clean, win or lose fights. Clean, win or lose fights, bro. Clean, win or lose fights. fights, because in life, you not gonna fucking win every fight, bro. There's no way. In life, you're not gonna win every fight. Some of the motherfuckers that fights you get into in life gonna knock you on your motherfucking ass, bro. Some of them gonna be TKOs, and you're gonna have to wake the fuck up and start the fuck over. Period. I want you to find the lies, folks, this morning. I want you to find the lies. Good morning, Mom. I want you to find the lies. You know what I'm saying? I was an aggressive teen. But I was hurting. You know what I'm saying? And I was hurting a lot. You know, and I didn't know how to say it. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with the fights. I was fighting because I was fighting. You know what I'm saying? But the other shit that I was doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's all into one, but I'm just saying, you know, was because there was a lot missing. You know what I'm saying? I was hurting. So, as a hurt child, I want to tell some of the adults that have some teenagers that are going through some stuff right now. You're trying to figure out what's up with your teenager, right? You know, what's up with your younger child, 8, 9, 10. They start acting out about that age, right? I'm telling you that there's something there. And and it don't necessarily mean sexual abuse. So everything's not sexual. Some things is mental. Some things is it's different things that things can be. It can abandonment issues, neglect, man, you name it. But it's your job as a parent to dig. Do you understand? To find out, to really find out what's wrong with that child. Like, it's really your job. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Oh, Miss Felicia. If this is who I think it is, if this is Miss Felicia, if you are who I think you are, then you know exactly the time in my life that I'm fucking talking about. If you are who I can't click. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, bitch, you better tell these motherfuckers. Look, listen. Go ahead. He's still working on me. I just got a whole little thing. He's still working on me, you guys. But I'm woman enough to share my truth with you guys. And people been inboxing me since forever, since I've been doing these lives. And I had took a hiatus because I needed to get my shit together because it was a little raggedy. All right, so now I'm back, you know what I'm saying, and people come in my inbox, men and women, and they just tell me, I love your transparency, you know, my niece was like, I don't want you to just air out your laundry, Amy, but when you air out your laundry, you be helping other people, and my truth is my motherfucking truth, do you understand? You cannot run from it. It is who has made me who I am today by the shit that I did when I was back then, and it's fucking crazy, because here I start talking up some stuff, and boop, Felicia jumps her ass online, and this bitch know my stripper running ass, my street running stripper ass. This bitch knows, you know what I'm saying? She knows. So therefore, just being open allows me to help other people. Thank you, Mom. Great topic. Yeah, fighting. Fighting. I think it's a healthy. Fighting is good. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes when you're trying to find something, right? You're trying to figure something out. Something's going on, right? You're trying to get to it. Okay, so let's say your kid is having an issue, right? I think you should get a pair of boxing gloves, right? And I think you should put on a pair of boxing gloves, and I think you should put a pair of boxing gloves on with your kids, right? And you get in the flow, and you start throwing these jabs, right? And you start saying things that you jabbing at, right? Like, for instance, okay, right, you start so that your baby feels, so that you bring your baby into a comfortable zone, right? You started, right? You start talking, you would take the first jab, right? Like this morning was real rough for me, all right? This how you get your baby. Listen to me now. I was a troubled child. Y'all gonna stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? What my testimony is about. Everything that I went through when I was a child was purposeful for me to be able to guide and help people later on in life. I figured that out a couple of years ago, so this is why these lives be so important to me. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you put these gloves on and this how you get your baby to talk. You start the conversation by jabbing that shit that bothers you. Do you understand? Shit that bothers you it could be anything. I don't care what it is. You can, I had a rough morning this morning. Sometimes mornings can be rough. I hate it when people laugh at me when I sneeze. I hate it when people laugh at me. I have a man sneeze. It's horrible. It's like loud and aggressive for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? But what that's gonna do is open the door for your kid to start telling you what the fuck is wrong with them. You see what I'm saying? Find a way to communicate with your kid. My sister was you. She got kicked out of Kirby Middle School for whipping the assistant principal for slapping her. Baby, let me tell you something. I swung on my reading teacher. I hit her. Bitch, I hit her. They expelled me for like 10 days, but she had grabbed me. I was fighting another bitch, and she had grabbed me on the back of my neck, and you could see her imprints on the back of my neck. So she kind of got in some trouble too, because like I was like, that ain't how that shit is gonna roll off. I slide on any bitch. I had one of them moments too. But I was hurting, you know what I'm saying? So, and I couldn't expand. So, like I was telling y'all about communicating with you, find a way to communicate with your children. So, like I said, put these boxing gloves on with your children. And this is a family exercise that you could do, too, because you can put everybody in a circle. And this is like group therapy. And everybody can take a jab at the shit that's internally fucking with them, that they may not be able to say otherwise. Do you understand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, for you communicating with your child, I hate when you don't make your bed up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then allow your child to respond. You know what I'm saying? Allow your child to respond. I hate when you fuss at me at 6 a.m. Can you wait till 9 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a way to open up communication. This is one exercise that I'm telling you. Well, I'll be damn. So this is how we're gonna do this morning. Hi, Miss Cheryl Cobbs. So, bitch. Good morning, Icy. So I just told the story, friend, on how you text that ass in the courtyard, all right, and how it's okay to take an L sometimes, and how we became cool. We became cool after that. And how we. This is too funny. Good morning, friend. Good morning. That is some funny ass shit. So my girl that I took the L from just jumped on the live. That's funny. Look how God works. I ain't got to tell no lies. I love it, baby. My transparency is real than a bitch. But I was telling him how we was terrorizing the motherfucking neighborhood, friend. I did when we was younger. I told him how you squared off on a bitch in the courtyard. You text that ass, but the next day when I got on the bus, you was like, what's up, bitch? We cool. She fought back. Yeah, man, we have grown up to be some marvelous ass women. But that's healthy fighting is what I was trying to tell y'all. I think y'all should sometimes it's some healthy fighting. You know what I'm saying? That so troubled children, figure out how to communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to communicate is the gloves activity that I'm telling y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to break the ice with your kid. What time is it, y'all? Okay, I still got a few minutes. All right, so that's a good way. Period. Nah, you was a G, and I respect that. I'm telling you, I told them you text that ass, but you gave me my G card. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. So you see what I'm saying, y'all? You gotta face your fears. I told them how I ran from your motherfucking ass. I see how I was ducking and dodging. I was ducking your motherfucking ass. Ducking. I was like, And then that one day you was like, bitch, there's no more running. And we squared out. And then we became the duo bitches, the two pit bulls terrorizing the fucking neighborhood. Oh, man. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Yeah. So communicate with your kids. Find a way to communicate with your kids. And generally, if they're doing a lot of acting out, there's something in the foundation. There's something there that is disturbing their peace that is causing them to act out. I'm glad we was able to fight and be friends after, and you never got bullied or fucked with again. Period! Period. Why did that just emotionally disturb me? I don't know. But that's how those kids feel. That's why I think you should allow some healthy fighting. That's how those kids feel. Man, that's crazy. Them bully kids, bro. I'm telling you, let them square off on some motherfuckers sometimes. Teach them to let them square off. Some good, healthy fighting. Good, healthy fighting. Right. Remember I used to sing all the time back then? Man, the shit was crazy, bro. The shit was crazy. I'm glad you jumped on my live, friend. You get to trigger some happy thoughts. You get to trigger, like, some real happy thoughts, you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, we was terrorizing the neighborhood, but it was still some good, happy lessons in that, friend. It made me stronger, you guys. It really did. It really did. Like, that's why I think that I can sustain to the things that I sustain to in my business life now, because of what I had to go through when I was a kid. But most of that is because, you know what I'm saying, people don't teach you to fight back. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you. And nowadays, we're not teaching our children. That's what I think all of this message is coming back and forth, is to teach your kids how to fight back, how to have a clean, healthy fight. That's why you got motherfuckers killing each other, you know, men and women, because they don't even know how to handle. I'm stuck behind this slow driving ass man. They don't even know how to handle their emotions. They don't know how to handle that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is taught at home. And if you're a kid that's at home and can't express yourself at home, you become an adult who can't say, y'all don't run me that check this morning. Stay over there. You become a kid that you become an adult that can't express themselves. You know what I'm saying? It is, there is a such thing as clean, healthy fighting. Clean, healthy fighting. And clean, healthy communication. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to communicate with your children. Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? If your kid's artsy, try flashcards. Right? Try flashcards. More than text message. But if your kid is a text message, open up the text message. If that's what it takes for them to open up to you, figure out how to open up to them. I used to like to play a little game with my kids where I used to leave them notes. And they had to kind of like, and each note had something different on it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it would be like such and such and such, but they had to go get to the other note to get the full sentence. Like, just little stuff like that. And that could get them to open up. You know, you just got to figure out a way to communicate with your kids, to get your kids to open up, to tell you what's the problem. What is the problem that has them acting out the way that they are acting out? You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you got to, as a parent, you got to shut the fuck up and listen. And sometimes watch. Sometimes what they're telling you isn't verbal, it's being shown to you. That's my words to you. It's crazy because I had kids that don't fight, don't like confrontation, and complete opposite of me, baby. Because you know your ass is still confrontational, bitch. You still would lay hands in the name of Jesus. But we all will in that time. You know what I'm saying? Clean, healthy communication. Learn to listen, and learn to watch. Some kids aren't vocal. Some kids are not vocal. Some they're acting out to show you something, and you got to figure out what it is they're trying to show you. And I know that you're like, damn, just tell me. It ain't always that easy. It's not. The written language, the verbal language isn't as easy as you think to convey when you're hurting. It's not. It's not. Sometimes it's easier to show by pictures. Sometimes it's easier to show by doing something. It's your job to figure out your kids, man. I'm just saying. These kids be lost because y'all asses be lost. And then we can go deep into that. You be so fucking lost yourself. How can you help your kid? That's because black folks and mental health, we got to work on that. We have to work on fixing that. How can a broken person fix a broken person? You see what I'm saying? If you haven't even started fixing your brokenness. Like, even when it's your kids, you raising these kids in your brokenness. And you think they're not going to be broken? Do you really think that? You raising them in brokenness. It's that stop, look, please listen. Yes. A lot of times they want something. And for me, it was attention. I wanted positive attention, but I couldn't get that. So I would settle for the negative attention. Do you understand? And that's where that stemmed from. And it was other things that went on in my background, you know, with physical abuse and sexual abuse from when I was younger that stemmed from my issues, and I just didn't know how to vocalize it. You know what I'm saying? And Family Secrets recently opened the door for me to finally be able to tell my mother exactly what was going on. And I'm 37. And I finally got an opportunity at 37 to tell my mother what was actually going on that caused all of the strife. All of it. All of the strife. So it's your obligation to, like, really dig into your children and find out what's bothering them. Because it may be you. And, you know, a lot of times that's why we don't want to dig, because we find out that the truth is that it's you. You're what's bothering your child. We have to accept that we need therapy to heal. My reason for tapping into counseling. Hurt people hurt people. Yep. True, all facts. All facts. And we have to start dealing with our mental health, because we raising our kids out of our own mental health, and we think that it's okay, but we're not okay. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have to figure out a way to communicate with our children. And healthy fighting is good. Like I say, try the boxing glove things. It's really good. Sometimes just flat out ask your kid. Just ask them. Like, you'd be surprised at how much they'll tell your ass with an open door question. Some parents, your parents and our parents, are scared to face their brokenness and those skeletons in the closet. True, mama. Very true. But see, the problem is, though, Mom, is when they don't face their skeletons that's in their closet, those skeletons become your children's skeletons. You know what I'm saying? And then we're blind to the skeletons. Like, we're fighting skeletons that we don't even know what they are. Do you know how hard it is to fight something that you don't even know what it is, because you was never told what it is, but it's your fight because it's been passed down to you generationally? Family secrets. I definitely had to understand my power of being a leader. You are a leader, Icy. You are a leader. Once I realized I could get so many people to do you are definitely a leader, Miss Cobbs. You can get people to do whatever you want them to do. You are definitely a puppet master, and you got to be careful with that. But you learned that. So what you gonna do with it now? I want to know. And that shit have been passed down. I'm telling y'all. Because people don't want to own up to their shit. People don't want to own up to their family secrets. And then you're left fighting something that you can't even see. You know what I'm saying? Something you can't even see. It's an unfair fight. It's unfair. You don't even know about it. This traffic is getting more terrible and more terrible. All right, you guys, I'm going to tune out right now because I'm going to call my lady and let her know that I'm almost to her house. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm your girl, Miss Bougie, the voice of vision. We are live inside Car Chronicles. Make sure that you go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Rated Bougie, you guys. We're taking over this year, you guys. We have 2 amazing events happening at the end this weekend, Saturday, actually, guys. We have the Bag Brunch for entrepreneurs. So come on out. This is a free event. That is free. Get your ticket on Eventbrite today. Bring out your entrepreneur friends and your business cards. Mask and temperature checks will be mandatory. All right, let those skeletons out of the closet and let them hit where they lay. That truth of the dark past will kill them. Yes, it will. Skeletons do not like the light. You bring them to the light, you deal with them, they go away. In a sense. All right, you guys. So if you also are looking for something different to do this Valentine's Day, right? Kick it off with the Rated Bougie production and Envy Events by Ann, as we decorate your room and give you a dinner for 2, you guys. You can also find that link at ratedbougieevents.eventbrite.com. It is a dinner for 2, you guys. Very private, 6-foot COVID. You don't want to miss out. We still have about 3 tables left, you guys, so you might want to jump in on that. It's COVID safe, so there's only 20 couples, you guys. All right, I'm your girl, the voice of vision. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all social media platforms. That's MIZZBOUJIE. Good night.